You they do wonder, eh? You they do wonder, eh? You turn my life around, gave me a brand new song. You they do wonder, eh? You they do wonder, eh? You they do wonder, eh? You turn my life around, gave me a brand new song. You they do wonder. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is God's Love, and this is Late Nights with God's Love. Okay, we are preparing for another Mother's Day. I got this bag. Happy Mother's Day. I don't know if you can see it very well. Happy Mother's Day. So we're having another Mother's Day in North America on Sunday. That's this coming Sunday. That's May what? Hold on. Today is May 11, right? So Friday 12, Saturday 13, I think May 14. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this Sunday we're having another Mother's Day. People have complained that, oh, Mother's Day, so many times they've lost count. So many times in a year they've lost count. What's going on? Because mothers are special in the family. Mothers do a lot of work. Mothers are the ones that carry the babies. Mothers do a whole lot, and it's good we celebrate them. We celebrate us for several times in a year. It's never too much. Okay, all right. So today we're going to be talking about toxic marriages, toxicity in marriages. Okay, so I'm putting this out because a whole lot of misconceptions and people judging people unfairly. Well, for some people, they don't have the willpower, they don't have the will to stand up for themselves, to rise above all those judgments. In Nigeria, we say judginas. Right. So some people, we have recently have a case in point. One minister, Osinachi, that was because of what people will say, because of societal judgment, because of religion, fake doctrines, because of because of that, she endured a whole lot of abuse, and it became fatal for her. She died out of it. So many other women are in that position, but they can't speak up. They are still being bullied by the patriarchal society we have, by the patriarchal founded churches, and just whatever is making them stay back in a seriously fatal toxic situation. All right, because people have even told them if anything happens, who will marry them? People have made them believe otherwise, right? Because of that, they drown and some have suffered depression. Some have, you see a woman that is hardworking, pushing it, doing it, but is being suppressed and bullied by people around, and they can't rise above it. Now, disclaimer: marriage is a beautiful thing. A good marriage is a very beautiful thing. Every woman, I think I would say a greater number of women desire to be happily married. Good marriages exist, and good marriages are what I advocate. I advocate for healthy relationships. Okay. Now, it's only few women I've seen around that say, oh, they don't want to be married. Maybe I've not even seen anyone. Okay, I've seen some people, maybe very, very few. They don't want to be married. Okay, like the nuns, and some people too, they don't want to be married. Or I've seen more people that say they don't want to have kids, but they get married, or they have boyfriends, or and some people, because of the stresses they see in marriages, they just want to just have what they call common law. Some people just cohabit. In this part of the world where I am, they just cohabit, but they're having relationships, except if they have other orientations, right? But if you are straight, you want to be happily married, then in my community, African community, almost 100% of the women desire to be happily married. But sometimes people don't know what it is to be happy in a marriage. I saw a joke somebody made somewhere and said, some people are submissive breadwinners. that was funny, but it's a different thing that probably the man, the husband, was maybe incapacitated, or for the time he went down, he had issues with his job, with his business, or whatever. There's nothing wrong with a woman stepping in, right? Stepping in and taking care of the home. There's nothing wrong, because I also expect that both of them would have been financially stable to an extent before going into the institution of marriage, because it involves money. So both of them at least should contribute and make the home work financially. So that's a different thing. Now I'm just going to list out signs of toxicity and how to choose yourself, and to tell you, if you're in a toxic place, both a man or a woman, there's nothing wrong in you choosing yourself, and you can make it right. Yeah, I'll tell you that for a free. Let me put this out there. Some people are still having the mindset of, I don't know, maybe it's lack of exposure or what. Do you know Prince Harry? Prince Harry, the Prince of England. He was, when he was a bachelor, he was, if not the most eligible bachelor in his time, maybe he was the most eligible bachelor when he was a bachelor, right? A prince, handsome, everything, educated and all that. Do you know the person he married? Meghan. Meghan was divorced. Meghan was a Catholic. Meghan was older than him. Meghan was not British, right? But that's the person he fell in love with, and that is what happened. Probably she was, I don't know what happened where she was before. Maybe she was in a toxic place, but today she have a beautiful marriage, and she has 2 kids. Is it 2 or 3? Now 2 kids, and they're living their beautiful life, and nobody can stop that. Okay, so let nobody tell you that, oh, you are now second hand. Who told you that? To the person you're getting married to, you are chassis, right? And when you've done everything to make that marriage work, it's not working, or it's not serving your purpose, then choose yourself. Don't allow anybody mess you up, or you live a miserable life in this earth because of another person. Because in a marriage, 2 people, is only two good heads can make a marriage work. If you are the only one doing all the work, it's not going to work. If the other party does not want the marriage to work, it's not going to work. If you like, slice your head. You just slice your head for nothing. When you finish, the person will continue with their lives. So I'm here to give you signs to know that a marriage has become toxic and not healthy for you. If you're in a toxic place, marriage is supposed to elongate your life. When you have a mutually beneficial relationship, when you're in a healthy relationship, it's supposed to elongate your life. It's supposed to give you peace. It's supposed to make you glow. It's supposed to make you shine. It's supposed to make you happy, not the other way around, okay? Now, number 1, if you're in a marriage and either of you are cheating, that is not healthy for you, and it's not normal. It's not normal for. It's a different thing that, okay, maybe somebody fell into sin. I'm not saying it should happen, but let me say somebody fell into sin, and the person is remorseful about it and willing to change. That's a different ballgame. Then I will advocate that you give the person another chance, forgive, and you work it out. Find out, okay, what happened, what really happened. The person should be able to take the blame and be accountable and take responsibility. Not coming to blame you, the partner. Maybe a man goes to cheat, you will now start blaming the wife. Well, how are you blaming the wife? Is she the one that asked you to go and pull your trouser? Right? So it could be vice versa. I have seen where women cheat, their husbands forgive them, but they didn't continue in that sin. Even Bible says, should we continue in sin that grace may abound? But that you are a man doesn't give you the right to say, I should be promiscuous, I should be doing, and so what? No. If that happens and it's continuous, you the woman or you the man, if it's the woman that is cheating now, the person is burning down your self-esteem. The person is letting you know that you are not worthy, and you shouldn't remain in that kind of relationship. Why should you remain in that kind of relationship? You don't even know what is going on at the other end. You don't know what your partner is telling the other people. You don't know. You can't say you have an exclusive marriage You can't say you have an exclusive marriage where, oh, two of two hearts that beats as one. We plan our lives together and we execute things together. We'll have, you can't say you are doing that. Okay, excuse me. You can't say you are doing that because you don't know. Immediately they leave your presence, they go to the other person. You don't know what happens. And if the person prefers another person to you, why not they go with that person and leave you alone? What are you doing there? Because you invest, the faithful one, you invest your life, you invest your resources, you invest your emotions, you invest your time, you invest everything. Then the person is throwing it to the floor. What are you doing there? If the person is not ready to repent, they are in a very toxic place. Not even to talk about the illnesses the person might bring to you. And sometimes these things, you don't even know about it. It might be going on behind you. You don't know. That's why they say, oh, people say, why are you poking, or why are you poke nosing or whatever. It's my life. This is the person you share body fluids together, you share everything together. Then you say, why I shouldn't find out what the person is doing if I have suspicions? Heck no. So if you're in a place that your partner, both man or woman, is cheating uncontrollable and not willing to stop, I'm sorry for you. Except you are going to be there and make sure you protect yourself. If you are having any interaction, like any sexual contact with the person, you have to protect yourself. And if you feel, okay, I don't have any, I'm staying there for my children. Which children are you talking about? You just mess your wife up. Like, I don't even know how that marriage is going to work. Well, I'm just putting out the signs of toxicity. Cheating is number one. Unrepentant cheating. Unrepentant cheating is number one, and it's not good for either man or woman. Okay. Number two, sometimes, why I say that's cheating number one, because it leads to a whole lot of things. Because if the woman finds out that the man is cheating, or the man finds out the woman is cheating, in fact, most men won't even take it. If they find out that you're cheating, the marriage is ended. They don't even take it. It's the women that society and everybody is pushing to accept it. They'll say, oh, is it only you? Oh, it rains everywhere. It's a lie. It doesn't rain everywhere. It's not every man that cheats. It's not every man that is, let me put, an unrepentant cheat. I've seen people that maybe something happened and they are so sorry about it. They are so sorry about it. They value their family. Or they know that, okay, they respect their wives. They value their home. They don't want any of such to happen, right? Because I started with this cheating because it has a ripple effect on other things. Even the women that stay back in such relationships, they start protecting themselves. They are protective of themselves. They start hiding things. Because you don't blame them. Do you blame them? Because they don't know what is going on behind, right? Okay. So that is aside. Now, number two, which might also stem from the cheating, financial irresponsibility. Financial irresponsibility, where they are not open to each other. Most times when they are not open to each other, one person is cheating. Right? If you know that you are in an exclusive marriage, it's just you and your husband, then the team, then every other person is a third party. You will be open. Both of you will most likely be open to each other in your finances. But whatever it is that makes you not to be open to your partner in your finances, maybe you go and buy property in your father's name or your mother's name or whatever, and then you're in a toxic place. Some women go and buy things in their mother's or father's name, or hide and do things. Some men also do it. Then you're in a toxic place. You should ask questions. Why is that happening? Go to counseling, come to a round table. But if that continues and the person feels is the proper thing to do, then why are we sharing our lives? Why are we sharing our lives if you can't share our property? If you can't share what we own? Some people say, oh, don't touch this person's phone. And we have come to tell them, if we touch our most intimate part of our bodies, then why can't we touch our phones? Why can't we, why are we not open to each other? Then you're in a toxic place. If that is not changing, it's not good for your health. because you will always be suspicious what is going on. You don't even, sometimes you have anxiety, and those things can lead to elevated blood pressures and sicknesses and all that. You need to sit down and talk about it. Then if there is no change, choose yourself. Choose yourself in however way. I'm not going to tell you what to do. In however way you want to do it, choose yourself. If you like, imagine if I'm in a business relationship with you, then all of us talk about, we'll bring all the things we have. It happened, I think it happened in the Bible. It happened in the Bible because I'm also talking to Christians. It happened in the Bible, and the person, is it Ananias and Sapphira? They say bring everything. They brought, nobody forced them. They came and lied that they brought everything. Meanwhile, it's not everything. You can see that it made them they paid the ultimate price. They died. How will you be cheating somebody? Nobody asked you to go into a marital relationship. Then you vowed, you went to the church or the court or whatever and vowed that you shared everything with this person. You forget every other person is this person. Nobody asked you to do that. Then you come and you want to cheat on that person. You want to deprive the person of the person's rights. You can see in the Bible that they were killed. They died. So that is how grievous that sin is. Okay. So now my first point, I said cheating or unrepentant cheating. Even the Bible said we should not continue in sin that grace may abound. So there's always a line, a place you have to draw a line. If somebody is doing that which is affecting your life, affecting your health, and they're not willing to change, they're not willing to stop that, we cannot continue in sin that grace may abound. Okay? Then number 3, I've talked about cheating, I've talked about financial irresponsibility. Domestic violence is not even a non-negotiable. Please, if the person slaps you once, slaps you twice, you should leave that place now. The person can murder you the next second. You don't know. Domestic violence should not even be tolerated at all. In fact, just leave. Bring people that will come and talk to the person. The person willing to change, you work it out. If not, your life is more important than marriage. Your life is more important. You need to be alive for your children. If you have children, you need to be alive for your own family. And domestic violence can be either way. Sometimes it's the men that are beating the women. Sometimes, majority of the time, it's the men that are beating the women. Majority of the times other times, some women also have seen and have heard of other women that beat their husbands. So in such instances, and give them cuts, give them wounds and all that, I mean, you should run for your life. And you have a beautiful life after that incident, after the whatever. If your marriage breaks down, you have a beautiful life after. So far, you have done everything you are supposed to do. People will judge. Be ready. People will judge you. But you just keep going. Okay. Number 4 of signs of toxicity is in-law interference. Your in-laws are supposed to be protective of you. They're supposed to love you, depending on how your partner presents you to your in-laws. If your in-laws are attacking you, abusive to you, and your partner tolerates that, then you're in a toxic place. You're in a toxic place. Your in-laws are supposed to be your lovers as well. They're supposed to love you. They're supposed to cherish you just the way your partner does. If you're having anything short of that, you're in a toxic place. And most times it's Africans that do that. Here it's hard. Like most times it's hard to say, oh, it's hard. And I can tell you that if you're in such a situation, you're in a toxic place. Okay? You should talk about it. Talk about it with your partner. I don't like this thing. It's not healthy for me. Right? And it should be sorted out. If it's not sorted out, then you are in a toxic place. Now, there are women also, when it comes to, there are some women that are the ones that are toxic themselves to their in-laws. Maybe their in-laws are loving them, doing everything for them. accepted them when they came and all that, but they have that animosity. Some people are even in competition with the family they came to marry in. They have that animosity. They feel that is the norm. There should be, they separate the parents, their own parents. They do things for their own parents, but they don't do things for the other their partner's parents. They are comfortable even when their family are doing bad things to them. They feel comfortable with them. They are not free. Then you are doing yourself. They are not free with their husband's family, or the other. Most times it's the women. But if you came to a place, they accepted you, they love you, and you are still having animosity with your in-laws, then you're in a toxic place. You need to talk about it and know what to do. I don't know if this is clear enough. I know what to do. In-law interference can be a terrible thing. You need to change that. You need to know what's going on. Excuse me. You need to know what's going on or know what to do. Okay. Then the fifth and the last thing I want to talk about is, okay, let's recap. I've talked about cheating. I've talked about financial irresponsibility. I've talked about what did I talk about? The third one before in-law. Cheating, domestic violence, and in-law interference. Now the fifth and the last thing I will talk about is irresponsibility of the partners themselves. Sometimes people engage in irresponsible behaviors. Sometimes people get addiction. Addiction maybe to substances or smoking or drinking, without considering their partner's health implications or their partner's how their partners feel. Sometimes it also involves finance. Imagine if your partner is doing drugs and using all the money, maybe all your money in the family, the person is using it to go do drugs, right? So that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good for you guys. Okay, so irresponsibility on the part of your partner, him or herself, and they're not willing to change or go to therapy and work it out. They feel no, they should do it, is their right. Then you're in a toxic place. You can't help them. What you should do to support your spouse is to take them to therapy. What is causing this abuse of substance? Is it that they had a business failure or whatever it is? Your partner should be there to take you to therapy, help you in overcoming that. But if you are bent on, no, this is your life, nobody should tell me what to do, your partner cannot even influence you, you cannot reach a compromise, then you're in a toxic place. You're in a toxic place. And it will be high time you leave that place. Leave them alone. Since you can't tell them what to do, since they can't compromise, then what are you doing there? It's not healthy for you. Then I want to put an extra one. Genuine love. If your partner does not have genuine love for you and show genuine love for you, then you're in a deep shit. How do you know somebody? I might have to do a different video for this, but let me just quickly chip in. If your partner genuinely loves you, they enjoy your company. Sometimes maybe when you even talk, maybe they travel or you're not together at that time, when you talk, you want to talk and talk and talk and talk. You enjoy your company, enjoy each other's company. The person is your most favorite person. Anything that happens, good news, bad news, you first of all call them and share with them. The person is showing you kindness. The person is protective of you. The person doesn't go behind you to tear you to pieces. If you're with a partner, sometimes it happens. You're with a partner, the person is going behind to tear you to pieces. Then you're in a very toxic place, so that person does not love you. If you do something bad, the person can come to you privately. Oh girl, oh boy, this thing you do no good. But the person will defend you in public. But if the person is not the person that is going to tear you to pieces, run for your life. You're in a very toxic place. The person doesn't love you. So genuine love comes with you're protective of your spouse. You are kind to them. When something happens, you are standing by them. Person is sick, you are standing by them. Genuinely. You're not there for any benefit. You just love this person. You are kind to them. You show them love. You enjoy their company. If the person is my daughter, if the person is not enjoying your company or hiding to make calls. I've said it before. When they always put their phone, all those cheats, they always put their phone face down because phone is always side chick or side cock is always calling. They don't want to pick the call when you are there. So they put it face down and on silence. So you will be hearing this okay? So if it's always doing shady things, hiding things, be careful. Do your investigation. Go and dig deeper and find out. So that will be the last point. If the person doesn't genuinely love you, it's not open to you, not telling you their failures, is hiding their failures. If somebody loves you, the person will tell you even the worst things about them because the person is vulnerable before you. The person trusts you. The person believes in you. You are a shoulder for the person to cry on, right? And it's vice versa. Then you're in a toxic place. Sometimes you will be having anxiety. You don't know what is going on, but society or religion has told you, oh, you are not submissive enough. What is submissive? When the person is not treating you well. Okay? So it's vice versa. So if you're in a toxic place, you are not in a healthy relationship, you are not in a healthy marriage, you need to evaluate, reevaluate, renegotiate. That's why when you go to work and maybe they give you an offer, you don't like it, you negotiate. There's the time to negotiate. Go for therapy, go to counseling. Then if the other party is not willing to change and give you peace, give you joy, happiness that you desire, then you need to choose yourself. I'm not going to tell you how to choose yourself, but it's time to choose yourself. All right, so with these points of mine, I hope I've been able to let you know that healthy relationships are the ones that will elongate your life, are the ones that will give you peace, are the ones that will give you joy, are the ones that will make you shine, are the ones that will make you comfortable, that will build your self-esteem. When you walk in the street, you walk with your head high. Proverbs 31 said, the husband of the virtuous woman walks with his head high in the gates, right? And it's supposed to also be the same for women. You're not supposed to be suppressed and messed up in the name of, oh, you want to be a virtuous wife. The man is supposed to take care of you. Supposed to take care of you. Supposed to protect you. Supposed to support you. Support all you do. Supposed to be the true head of the home. Jesus Christ said, if you want to be the head, you serve. Jesus washed his disciples' feet. All right? So when you also go to that Ephesians, where he talked about marriages, it says submit one unto another. That means you reach a compromise. When you get, maybe you can't agree on something, you reach a compromise. You fall for the person falls for you. You reach a compromise. Then you are healthy, you are happy, you are being taken care of. It's not all about giving you money. For some women, they feel it's all about giving them money. It's not all about giving you money. All right, so evaluate yourself and make sure you are happy in a union. You people are working as a team, as one. You are fighting the world, not the person. The person becomes your prayer point. The person should join you to pray against challenges of life. Not you now start every time you're praying, hey, let my husband change. Most times it's the women, that's what I'm talking now. Let my husband change. Hello, there are so many things to pray for. So please, make sure you're in a healthy relationship. And if you're not in a healthy relationship, choose yourself. Let nobody tell you otherwise. You have a beautiful life. If you've tried all you could to make that marriage work, to make that relationship work, it's time to choose yourself and walk with your head held high. There's a beautiful life ahead of you. All right? Look around you. Go to in the news, there are so many women that have left a toxic place and they are happily remarried today. I won't end this without letting you know that 1 Corinthians 7:15 says, if the unbelieving partner, yes, the person that is treating you, not treating you well, is the person that is cheating on you, doing all these things to you, is not believing, wants to go, let him go. Because most times when you choose yourself, oh, I don't want again. If the person wants to go, let him go. There's a beautiful, they are not bound, because they'll tell you, oh, I was talking to somebody recently, the person said, oh, person that marries a woman that is divorced from her husband is committing adultery. I say, are you okay? Thank God for Gen Zs. Somebody, so another younger person said, so I was not talking with another younger person. The person said, when the person had been cheating on you, the person has even cancelled the marriage, because the only thing I think that was written in the Bible says you should not separate except for marital infidelity. Except for, there's a clause there, but I don't know why they don't preach that. Except for marital infidelity. So when there is marital infidelity, the marriage is even separated already. It's even cancelled already. So nobody should let you keep being in a toxic place. You are not worshiping God. You are not doing God any favor. You are doing yourself. You are doing yourself, okay? So I'm not going to make this video so long. So I hope you renegotiate your life. You come to a round table with your spouse and let them know that they are making you be in a toxic place. Are they ready to change? If they're not ready to change, because you just be there nagging because you are not happy, because you are not being treated well, because you are lied against. So you just be there nagging. But it's time to choose yourself. You will see that all those nagging will stop, because you are being treated, you are well taken care of. Okay, all right. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you watch my videos and you like the contents I put out, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell and be notified when I drop another video. Check our videos, give us a like, okay, and let us know your thoughts in the comment section. All right, till I see you again, have yourself a great one. Bye.